Kevin Phillips here. Subscribe to Josie and Steve. Get on it, come on.
Right, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. First video we've done for the start of pre-season, and yes, behind us we the Stadium Light, and we're going to go to the club shop today because the new strips are out today.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
That's right, they're not, are they, Sunderland? They're bloody not.
We've got the, listen, everything regarding transfers on the pitch, it's absolutely spot on, but the commercial side and the online stuff, it's a bit of a shambles, Stephen, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It's a complete farce. I mean, I understand if they're doing out the club shop, that's fair enough.
Right.
However, why have you got to close an online shop? There's nothing to fix, there's nothing to repair. You just take off the old stuff, put on the new stuff. So everyone's been looking forward to the kits coming out today, and it's not happening. They're saying they're saying now it's not going to come out till the 12th, I think it is, next week. The 12th. However, we've got 2 games on Saturday, so we're going to see what the strips are on Saturday.
But apparently they're meant to be coming out tomorrow. But listen, they've been meant to be coming out the day before, the day after, and we've still no sign. Listen, it does me in because you see on social media every other club's releasing the shirts in time, and it's just we are always last minute when it comes to this. Every year
it doesn't make any sense because the know will sell them like mad, so it's missing out on more money because people want them to go on the holidays, people want them just to walk around the town, the city in, and they'll want to wear them for the first pre-season games on Saturday.
And apparently there was a leak about a pink one. A few people said it's a training one, and I pray to God it is a training one.
It's not a training one because the training ones don't have sponsors on.
And apparently the training one's a luminous green with blue.
A luminous.
I've seen
There's a new one.
Well, if you look at Mowbray's interview, he's got a luminous one. I've seen a few people knocking about the.
That pink one, we had a look at it. I'm not a fan.
No.
Not a fan at all.
Definitely not.
I've seen a few mock-ups of what the home kit's meant to be. There's one that I absolutely love, which means that won't be it. So we'll have to wait and see. But like I say, we'll find out on Saturday because they're not going to play in last season's strip, are they, in the pre-season?
It's just they've got to cram a lot of things in today in a short period of time before the start of the season, really, haven't they?
Definitely. Should have put Speakman in charge of it. He got it sorted, didn't he?
Well, they need to sort out. What would you say it is? The head of what?
The commercial sales and
commercial director,
franchise, and I didn't know. But
anyway,
it's been an absolute farcical experience,
yep.
And it needs sorting. So whoever's in charge, sort your shit. A few other things we're also going to discuss because, like I say, this is our first video back after we've had a bit of time off. Obviously, we've made 4 signings so far, unknown from Sunderland, as we've said in previous ones. It's unknown to bring in 4 players this early in the transfer window. I've seen people are weirdly whinging today. Oh my God, what they're playing up. We haven't signed anyone for a few days. I'm like, we've brought in 4 players. Obviously, we didn't know nothing about them. I mean, we know a bit about Joe Bellingham, the other ones, but you've got to trust our recruitment. The players that we brought in, I don't think I can name one bad signing that we brought in over the last year and a half. So you've got to say well done to Speakman, well done for the club for getting them done this early. And there will be more. There will be more coming. There will be.
The thing is, Stephen, like you've just said, you've got to trust the recruitment.
Yeah.
Because none of us really have seen them, apart from Bellingham. He's had 27 games in the Championship with Birmingham. Apart from him, really, Triantis,
Semedo.
Who else is that? There was him.
And Jensen Stilt, or Silt, however you pronounce it.
You're gone.
Smoking a pancake.
You can look at as many highlights as you like until they've played in front of us.
Which 2 of them signings, obviously, the centre-halves. Which leads us on to the news that came out a few days ago that the club apparently have told Danny Bart, Lyndon Gooch and Alex Pritchard that we're not going to renew this contracts at the end of this season.
Apparently,
but I find that very hard to believe because why would you tell someone a year before the season's even happened that you're not going to renew the contract?
Exactly.
They could be our best 3 players next season. I mean, Danny Bart was our best player last season in both mine and your eyes. He was our player of the season.
Right.
He was absolutely phenomenal, and now he's been heavily linked with Blackburn. And the fact that we've brought in 2 centre halves, I think people are jumping on the bandwagon and believing that it's going to happen.
To be honest, Stephen, as well, you mentioned Bart, and I totally agree with you. He was my player of the season and yours. Gooch as well. We missed him. We started the beginning of the season. We missed him when he went out injured. His experience, his versatility, and even just for his versatility alone, why would you chase him after so many years at the club? Is he good enough to push us into the Prem? Who knows? But
he's the only player still in our squad who was with us in the Prem.
Exactly. So he's been in the Prem before.
He's had 2 cracking seasons in a row. I mean, yes, he had a few injuries last season, but when he played, he was brilliant. And I just don't understand why the club would come out and say that.
No.
I mean, it might be true, but
Might be,
personally,
but it's
I mean, I hope it's not. And I tell you, we do know we are going to lose a couple of players in the summer. It's a given.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are going to come, especially the way that we performed last season. Obviously, Burnley's taking the piss. They need to piss off. 3 bids they've made for Jack Clark, and the highest one's 9 million. Company, so you big fat bonce out, will you? You've just paid 19 million for a keeper who's never played higher than the Championship.
Sorry,
higher than League One.
Higher than League One, aye. They've just paid. I think they were just testing the watters on regarding.
I reckon they're trying to unsettle
player.
him.
That's what I was about to say. They were testing the watters on the player to see if his head will get turned, see if he'll put in a request. And apparently his agents came out and said that he wants to go nowhere and he's enjoying his football here.
And his golf.
Is he?
And his golf. He plays golf with Ross Stewart and Paddy Roberts all the time.
Oh, wow.
And apparently Jack Clark and Ross Stewart are more than happy here.
Oh,
so, hey.
That's good.
That's
well,
class.
Speakman said in an interview as well, we're not going to sell anyone. Listen, if somebody comes in with a good enough offer, the resolve is going to be tested, as he was saying. So at the minute, he's saying no one wants to go. He doesn't want anyone to go either.
I do believe, like I said, I've just said before, I do believe we will lose a couple. But that's football. Obviously, we hope it's not our main players.
I didn't think we will, to be honest.
But money talks. Money talks. If someone comes in, if someone comes in 20 million for Jack Clark, the club will accept. I know for a fact they will. But there is. I mean, I was saying last season, I'm expecting Pritchard to leave this summer. I mean, I hope he doesn't, but
no, he's a good squad player. Obviously, we might be able to replace him with somebody who's going to be starting week in, week out. Obviously he's had little niggly injuries and things like that. So
he's getting on a bit now,
he's not the young spring chicken, but he's still out. I didn't want him to go.
No, definitely not.
The three of them, to be honest, I didn't want any of them to go.
And we've also got a couple of players in our squad who, one of them, 2 I would have mentioned, one of them's been here for a full season now, so he's had time to bed into the English life and the English way of football. Another one's been here 6 months, and he's been heavily lined up as the possible replacement for Diallo if Diallo does not come back, and that's Geeson Bennett and Isaac Lahaji. Now Lahaji, we know there's something about him. He was a Golden Boy nominee. He didn't get nominated for that for no reason. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing what them two do this season. I really am.
I'm really looking forward to Bennett. The club pulled him, and when they get the camera on them before they walk in. And he tried his best to speak English. But he said he's looking forward to the start of the season and stuff like that. Just like all that are, really. Did you see Luke 09 as well? You've got to have seen it when he welcomed everybody in.
Yeah, definitely.
He said about Gooch.
When he said, was it Pritchard? He went, how much have you missed me?
Out of 10.
Come on, out of 10, come on, how much have you missed me? Come on, even with Gooch came in with a suitcase and Luke 09 was like, I'll get this. He's just so nice. He's just so nice.
Mint to have him around the club, hasn't he?
He is. I mean, even if he never played for Sunderland again, which obviously he's going to, you just keep him because he's pure morale.
He's like a porter.
He's pure morale and he's just class. He is Mr. Sunderland. And you all know I love him a bit. Right. Upcoming Saturday, first 2 pre-seasons, South Shields first and then Gateshead. Paul's going to the South Shields game. I'm supposed to be at work on Saturday. I've now been told I'm not, but it's too late now to get tickets. So Paul's going to be at the South Shields game. We're going to find out what the new strip is, and you'll get to see them having a run around. Hopefully, unless they're playing in skins. But we're going to find out. We'll see. It's going to be good to see the players back on the pitch again, as always. But like I said, I've never been a big fan of going to pre-season friendlies because it's just a training session.
The only reason I'm going to this one is because it's so close. It's literally down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the new signings getting on the pitch. Obviously, you all know Ross Stewart's not going to be fit till September.
Ross Stewart, Embleton,
Corey Evans is not.
Evans and Adji. Alicia is not going to be ready either.
No, they're not going to be ready, so we'll not see them. But it's a perfect opportunity to see the new signings. And Stephen.
But to be fair, you're not going to.
Oh.
You'll see Job possibly. But Silt's got a little knock, so he's not.
Triantis.
And Triantis he got injured on international duties. In fact, no, he's not here. Is he?
No, he's not.
I don't think he's here, is he? I think he got given more time off because of the internationals.
You can't go about that actually. Well, we'll see that.
But you'll get to see the old boys. You'll get to see Bennett back. Like basically, we're going to get to see the boys again, which is going to be good.
Plus, we'll be sitting right on top of them as well because you've played on there not long ago.
Have I? Well, you've seen the video. I played on that pitch while he was laughing at us.
It was class. I like the stadium. So I want to do like a little vlog of the day, see what it's like. It should be all right.
We've
set out our allocation, so No, all the fans will be going mental. It'll be kind of good.
Definitely. And then we've got things that we're going to look forward to.
Yep.
Obviously, the pre-seasons fully gets underway on Saturday with the friendlies like we've just discussed. And then there's more friendlies coming and more and more. If we find links of where they're on and for them, we'll come on, we'll do a live stream. And so you can come along and chat shit about Sunderland in the pre-season, you know what I mean? So we'll try and do that.
And another thing, we're going to be digging Championship score predictions for the games. And also, if we can and we've got time, do the Premier League ones as well.
I don't want to do the Premier League.
Aye, well, we are.
Apparently so.
Yes,
I think we think that's going to be the competition for next season. Every week we're going to predict the Championship scores. Aye. And if we get the correct score, we get 3 points. If we get the correct result, then you get 1 point. And if you get it wrong, then you get 9.
To be honest, last time it was like, well, we've literally, both of us were struggling to get any read.
Well, yeah, definitely.
5, you know what I mean? But like with that system, we'll get a hell of a lot more.
So we'll have a table and we'll update it every week.
We'll update it.
And you just can play along at home if you want to.
I might even get a board and stick some people
Exactly.
on.
And by the way, don't worry, we haven't forgot. He lost last year and the punishment is happening. It is happening. We just need to get it sorted. It will be done before the start of the season. So
you look forward to that.
The plan was Jacques' team to take the penalties at your arse. But Jacques' team's folded. So I've started my over 40s journey now for the Cambridge.
That'll be right.
So I've started my over 40s journey, so I think we're going to get the Cambridge over 40s team to take penalties at his arse.
Well, to be honest, I'm a bit more relieved about that. Because the young lads have got dead-eye accuracy.
Yes.
Years they'll be ballooning them, so I'm all right.
We'll pull our hamstrings on the run-up, you know what I mean? But it is going to happen. It's going to be a good video. It's going to be great. We'll even tell you where it is, so if some of you want to come along and watch.
No, no, he's not.
I'll tell you. Things to look forward to as well. Obviously, we've got the friendlies, the live streams. This season as well, we're still in partnership with, well, not partnership, but we're still working with Lou Soccer, who keep on sending us strips because they're absolutely fantastic. LouSoccer.com. Have a look at the link. It'll be in there. About here, around about there.
Go and check them out.
They worked with us last season. They provided some great prizes, which you obviously, well, some of you were lucky enough to win. That's going to be continuing.
I think I might make it a little bit easier for them as well.
We've got a few things going to be coming up. Like Paul said, we're going to be doing the championship predictions, which you can join in with as well. And obviously, you're going to see more of us as the season gets closer and closer.
We are going to try and get the remote away games.
We are, yes.
Because we're literally done 9 last season.
Well, I did 1.
Oh, you did actually. Sorry about that.
So we've got obviously transfer news in or out. We'll be sharing that with you, and then you can have discussions in the comments. And any other big news, information, you know the way the channel works.
Right. So tell your friends we're back.
Yes. And put in your comments. Put in the comments below what you're looking forward to the most for the season.
I was going to swear. We've got to try and cut that out.
Yes. Have you seen the mock-ups for the home ones? Which one's your favourite?
This lad done it on Twitter. He's called Cam. It looks absolutely mint. It's got a red collar on it.
Oh, I think it might be the same one as me.
Same one, because
it might be. Hold on.
I'll pop it up, and anyway, the one I like, because this lad who I follow on Twitter.
Who sent us it?
It's absolutely amazing. Like he does loads of little mock-ups and.
That one there.
Aye, that's it.
I love it.
That's
absolutely love it.
I'll pop it up in anyway.
Yeah, if that's, I mean, because I love it, that won't be the shirt.
Nah, I'm not.
It'll be something daft. It'll be something that you like. Something gets skin tight and all that. Get finger hugging.
Massive.
Understand? You got sticking out while you're watching the match. You know what I mean?
No, anyway. Aye, that's about it.
It is. That's it. Just a quick one. First one back for pre-season. Obviously, you're going to see a lot more. Well, my ugly dish and this dashing young man coming up to the season. And if you like me and him, you're getting excited for the new season. Looking forward to seeing who else is going to come in through the door. And looking forward to seeing the new strips eventually.
Eventually, aye.
Club, sort your shit out.
Hurry up.
Yous guys, thanks for watching. And well, how do we sign off again? I forget. It's been that long.
It's been that long.
What is it again?
Hit the thumbs up.
And subscribe if you're new. All right, lads.